Saying we are back again.
Yeah.
My question is, far from my knowledge, I've learned that white wedding, this thing of going court wedding, white wedding, this thing of wearing white gowns
Yeah.
and marrying each other in church, it's a colonial white. It's
Yeah.
a white man colonial white. Why? Very back then, in our ancestors, when our ancestors were, they used to say there's a traditional wedding whereby my family as a man go to meet a woman's family. Then they do like the bola thing, come with cows, something like that. That's an African marriage, right?
African marriage.
That's what I believe. And then they also used to say that for you to be a man, to call you a man, you have to have at least 2 and above.
Two and above.
Then we can call you that. We can call you in between. This is a man. We can't call you a man while you have one wife. But now in our living days, now it's a taboo. In Christianity, we don't allow you to have more than one wife. You must have one wife.
Are you saying you want two wives?
I'm not saying I want to wife. This is just I just want knowledge. I just want to know how
Okay.
does it work.
Here is my answer. For me, I think the issue of you said
Colonial, like white wedding,
to be colonized.
colonized, exactly.
Before we even talk about colonialism or to be colonized, that way, before we talk about that, we must define what is that. Because we can't talk about something that we don't understand. For now, I give you to be colonized, but I feel like to be colonized is almost similar to a culture being introduced on top of a culture.
That's true.
That's how I feel, because I didn't go to school, my brother.
Yeah.
But I feel like a culture introduced on top of a what? Of a culture. Then that's being colonized.
Yeah.
But then this is not by force. We can't say a certain practice is being colonized. It's by choice that you do the things that you do and how you do them. Nobody forces you to act the way you acted. You chose that way of life. For example, you yourself, let's talk about a black person, me and you.
Yeah.
I believe that every weekend when I go out and I drink whatever I drink every weekend, that is enjoyment. It's nice to do so. And I make you believe that. You're also going to copy me, right?
Yeah.
That means you follow me or you do it by yourself. That now it becomes your culture.
Yeah.
Does it mean you were colonized? We may deem it as your black fellow has colonized you because you believe that every weekend to go out is nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
Do you get my point? I think, first of all, let's define what is colonization.
Yeah.
They will help us on TikTok or to be colonized in Philippines. On my person, there's nothing as colonization. One, you might say, Bible came from white people, white wedding came from white people, clothing came from white people.
Read and write.
I think we need to change our minds. Read and write, we need to change our minds. Where are you from? You are from Zimbabwe. Where are you from? What language do you speak? Zulu. What language do you speak?
Shona.
Shona. And we are sitting in one table, we are understanding each other because of English. I think the issue of colonization does not work. We should just say this is the doing of the Lord. The Lord is making things work for all of us to reunite and understand each other. That's not colonization. It's the doing of the Lord that we understand. That's why you are able to fall in love with a Zulu woman and you are a Shona, and you still be able to communicate and live with each other in peace. If you have got conflict, imagine when you are speaking Shona and I'm speaking this language that I'm speaking, and do you think we are going to sit together like this? Who colonized you? This is the doing of the Lord. You get my point? This is the doing of the Lord. That's why we are able to speak this language. That's why we are able to communicate. This is the doing of the Lord. There's nothing else being colonized. I think that's just a mindset that people have and think that no, blah, blah, blah. If you think you were colonized, stop speaking English first. You can't argue in English
And
because someone taught you English. Use your language.
That's true.
You
can't do that.
No, and then how do you make some people understand you? Because if we can't speak your language, then we won't hear you. English came to unite us. We're now already colonization, right? And then people believe that no, this is being colonized. If If at all this is colonialism, we're not going to be even using social media right now. We are on TikTok, we are on Facebook, we are on WhatsApp. That's the way of communication. This is the doing of the Lord. You cannot run away from the doing of the Lord and then you begin to say, I was colonized. If do you want to remain in walk naked then if you are a true African?
Or start beating drums there to communicate.
Just walk naked.
Yes, sir.
When I live your own culture, do you know who will arrest you?
Straight away.
Because it's inhumane to walk
Straight
naked.
away.
If you were not Uru and I don't want colonization, just remove your clothes now. Move.
Walk down there.
There's nothing else. For me, I think this thing. That's why I didn't even study it. I don't know what is colonialism. I was talking colonialism. I can't say argue with you. Because when I argue about colonization, they were colonized, but they can't say African. Let's define where Africa came from. If we find out Africa came from the Lord, whatever happens to Africa is the way of the Lord. If we define where America, whatever country came from, if it came from the Lord, everything happening to it is the way of the Lord. I look at Africa, this whole soil did not bring itself. It came from the Lord. That's the way of the Lord. I look at when you believe that there is no Lord, you need some help. Come and sit with me. I show you that there is the Lord. I will talk to you and show you that there is the Lord. If you how about one of Allah for 5 minutes. If you want to see that there's the Lord, look for a wire, grab yourself. You can still breathe after you have choked yourself. But if you can't breathe, then that means there's somebody who has created that system that makes you breathe. There is the Lord. Sharp. Bye-bye.